Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Miguel Mendez, Marketing Specialist here at Unravel Data. And before we get started, there are three housekeeping reminders that I would like to cover. The first is, throughout the webinar, please drop your questions into the question box, and we'll do our best to answer them live or respond via email if we're short on time. If you submit one of the top 10 questions during this event as ranked by one of our fantastic panelists, you'll earn some cool Unravel swag. Additionally, this webinar will be available instantly on demand to listen to at your leisure, so feel free to pause or replay as needed. And lastly, help us improve. Share your feedback on the session by rating this webinar, and let us know if there are any other topics you'd like to hear about. All right, that covers it. So with the reminders out of the way, the floor is all yours.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Clinton Ford, VP of Product Marketing at Unravel, and I'm joined today by Dr. Prajakta Kalmegh, Product Innovation Leader at Unravel. Today, we're going to talk about data actionability and FinOps for modern cloud data platforms, and we will discuss how you can accelerate time to value with AI that is purpose-built for your cloud data stack. We will show you how you can achieve time to value through productivity and cost efficiency with Unravel's new purpose-built DataOps AI Agent. So Kumar Menon is the Chief Technology Officer for Data Mesh and Decision-Making Technologies at Equifax, a global data analytics and technology company operating in 24 countries globally and serving customers across a variety of different industries. He and his team needed to deliver capabilities to enable real-time decision-making, but they faced a number of challenges. Equifax is in the real-time business. The organization depends on the ability to bring unique data assets together to enable real-time decision-making. This requires seamless and rapid processing of large volumes of data. Achieving low latency decisioning for scenarios such as sub-second credit scoring while ensuring accuracy and reliability is a significant technical challenge. Equifax needed to significantly improve the ability to analyze and integrate new data domains across 6 cloud regions. It required them to engineer observability into the ecosystem to understand how the system works. Equifax manages over 10 petabytes of data online to be able to serve their products. Ensuring scalability and performance of their cloud infrastructure is crucial. Optimizing resources to handle peak workloads efficiently without slowing performance or response times. Equifax needs to ensure reliable data operations to support over 12 million online inquiries per day. They have extremely stringent SLAs. Imagine that you are one of their customers, like a bank, and you're interacting with the bank online trying to procure a credit product. And you are querying Equifax in real time and retrieving a credit score and decision that requires Equifax to reliably deliver responses. Equifax ingests over 15 billion observations per day from millions of sources globally across various industries. Unifying diverse data sets into a single ecosystem while ensuring performance, reliability, and efficiency poses a substantial challenge. This involves integrating data from many sources, cleansing it, performing entity resolution, and maintaining data integrity throughout the process. So companies who buy Unravel often start with homegrown tools, developed in-house and based on open source software, but these are difficult to use and require a skilled team. As they experience the need for more regular and consistent reporting, they frequently turn to built-in tooling and instrumentation from cloud service and cloud data platform providers. But these tools often lack the granularity needed for data platform showback and chargeback. Then, as their cloud usage rapidly expands, they turn to third-party generalist tools, but these typically lack the full data stack visibility. As the data platform grows to support data and AI pipelines and applications, they tend to adopt purpose-built data observability tools to enable productivity, performance, and cost efficiency. So Gartner recently updated their market guide for data observability tools, in which they highlight the key features of data observability: monitoring and detect, alert and triage, investigate, recommend solutions, and of course, the goal is to resolve and to prevent problems in the future. The Gartner Market Guide for Data Observability Tools emphasizes that there has been confusion between data quality solutions and data observability tools. So when you're running a data app, monitoring the infrastructure is not enough. You have to approach it holistically, and data quality is just one component of data observability. There has also been confusion between data observability and general observability, traditionally used for application performance monitoring, or APM, and infrastructure monitoring. So traditional infrastructure and APM tools are event-based tools that focus on specific areas of data ecosystem with an assumption that the organization knows what it must monitor. As a result, general observability tools are insufficient in addressing issues new to the organization and insufficient in providing in-time support to prevent critical data issues or system downtime. So data observability tools fill this gap by consolidating information from different areas of the data ecosystem and creating consistent and coherent alerts for data issues, regardless of their origin. Embedded tools are integrated into specific applications or environments. So they are easier to implement, but have limited coverage. As a result, these embedded tools offer less coverage. So they're not intended to provide an end-to-end visibility across the 5 different types of observations. And it's difficult, if not impossible, to use these tools outside of the main tool or environment that data observability tool is embedded within. Standalone data observability tools require more effort to implement and optimize to harness their full potential. But standalone tools fill the gaps of embedded tools because they are able to connect to a wide range of data environments, allowing them to provide a more comprehensive view of the data ecosystem, and they support multiple observation categories and use cases. So now that we have covered some of the key differences between the tools, let's take a deeper look at the types of observations you need to consider. So data content, observing the data itself; data flow and pipeline, observing data pipelines, jobs, queries, and data applications; infrastructure and compute, observing workload requirements and the optimal resources needed; user, usage, and utilization, observing who is running queries, the most frequent queries, and the total execution time within a certain time window; and financial allocation, observing the costs associated with each data environment and providing information to optimize costs, plan the capacity, budget, and forecast. So data observability tools provide these 5 main observation areas at various levels. Let's take a look at an example within each of these categories. For example, in data flow and pipeline. So Equifax is in the real-time business, and the organization depends on the ability to bring unique data assets together to enable real-time decision-making. This requires seamless and rapid processing of large volumes of data, and achieving low latency response times for scenarios such as sub-second credit scoring, while ensuring accuracy and reliability, was a significant technical challenge. Infrastructure and compute, an example there, Novelis is the leading producer of flat-rolled aluminum products and the world's largest recycler of aluminum. They operate 33 global manufacturing facilities, and their ultimate goal is to migrate data analytics for all of their manufacturing plants into the cloud. But they needed cost predictability and to slow the burn because 6 months into their 12-month commitment, they were already 80% of the way through their budget. So they needed a way to fit more into their budget and bring additional data workloads to their cloud data environment. So how does Unravel help organizations go beyond observing to taking action? Well, we've worked closely with our customers so they can see the impact of resources and infrastructure. We've added a 5th column here to highlight examples of how customers take action with Unravel. So for example, in data flow and pipeline with Unravel, customers can automate their site reliability engineering with recommendations to improve data pipeline performance and reliability, and auto actions to resolve repeated issues before data flows or pipelines go off the rails. For infrastructure and compute, Unravel's AI agents help automatically optimize workloads and jobs, queries, and tables with insights and recommendations at your fingertips. Now, with that context, let's discuss the key elements of a perfect solution. First, deep knowledge across the entire data stack, since AI is only as good as the data or metadata you feed it. Next, broad ability to gather relevant details and telemetry across your use cases. Consistent source of information across your cloud data platforms, and precise control over the level of automation. And easy to use in order to ensure adoption and effectiveness. So an easy to use interface integrated into your existing workflows to avoid interrupting your team's work to go log into a separate tool, and tailor-made for each persona and role. Unravel is the only AI-powered data actionability and FinOps platform that enables you to shift left, enabling self-service for your entire team, enabling everyone, experts and non-experts, to be more productive. AI insights free teams up from all the manual work and the rework that hurt productivity. Optimize the performance of your data and AI pipelines and gain visibility into the costs, and help ensure the cost efficiency is optimal to achieve your business goals. So Unravel works with your existing observability telemetry, including system tables. It correlates your metadata to provide insights using Unravel's proven AI, and it provides actionable insights and automation within your existing apps and tools. Unravel provides depth, breadth, and ease of use. Unravel has a deep shared knowledge graph based on over 50 million jobs and queries that give your team the benefit of those insights. Breadth and control of the automation across clouds and data stacks. You choose the level of automation, have it done for you, with you, or by you. AI agents for DataOps, FinOps, and data engineering designed to maximize your team's productivity. So Unravel's unique value is role-specific agents for FinOps, DataOps, and data engineering, full control for you, with you, and by you, breadth of coverage for Snowflake, BigQuery, Databricks, and more. All right, let's take a dive into a look at the Unravel DataOps AI Agent. So Unravel's DataOps AI Agent helps you automate site reliability workflows for 99% less firefighting and 100% more brilliance. Automate SRE workflows, issue, root cause, ticket creation, and remediation. Automatically connect the dots and troubleshoot the issues. Unravel's DataOps AI Agent helps you with proactive alerts to smooth operations effortlessly. Create recommended alerts so you can take immediate action. Integrate seamlessly with your messaging and issue tracking tool. Unravel's DataOps AI Agent provides you the ability to create custom dashboards and reports for unique views and powerful insights. Customize the dashboard and reports for your needs. And track the progress, create leaderboards, and design incentives to promote a healthy shared platform. Over the past 5 years, Kumar and the Equifax team set out on a journey to really revamp their technology ecosystem and move to a cloud-native architecture. They have engineered data observability and FinOps into the ecosystem to understand how the system works and to deliver their real-time and batch products to their customers. They have found it very useful in this entire process to provide self-service to the teams who are innovating. This helps them understand the performance and cost of their data products. This has accelerated data product innovation and delivery. It's now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Prajakta Kalmegh, Product Innovation Leader at Unravel, for a deeper dive into the new Unravel DataOps AI Agent. Prajakta, over to you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Prajakta Kalmegh, and I'm really excited to showcase the capabilities of our DataOps AI Agent with you today. Thank you so much for joining. So before we jump into the product capabilities, I would love to spend a few minutes on understanding the pain points that we are trying to address here. So many of you might be familiar with how your teams basically spend a lot of hours in trying to troubleshoot observability problems and trying to identify the right kind of remediation and fixes for these problems. Many times it happens that even after finding the problems, it takes several hours to fix it. And more importantly, it takes a lot of time to even reach out to the specific teams or your verticals who need to act on those issues so that the recurring problems do not exhibit in production and you don't end up spending a lot of cloud costs by the time the code fixes are done. The other challenge that a lot of you might be facing is, the platform owners, they basically struggle in identifying which types of fixes or recommendations should be applied first to have the maximum impact. Should we fix the failures first? Are they recurring failures? Is it going to affect the next few runs? Or is it a one-off thing that has occurred in the environment? Are there many bottlenecks happening in the workloads? Why are the bottlenecks happening? Are the teams not using the resources efficiently, and so on? All of these problems grapple a lot of our customers, and these are something that is not just specific to your teams. So the third problem that the DataOps teams typically face is that even after diagnosing all these problems and identifying the remediation or who needs to fix it and so on, and giving them a guiding priorities on, hey, these are the steps in which you need to fix the issues, and these are the ones you need to fix because they have a high cost impact. The developers who need to actually go ahead and apply those recommendations, they often don't have this visibility and transparency into what is going to happen if they make these changes into their code, or what is going to happen if they change this particular configuration. Is it going to affect the performance of the job from here on, or is it going to result in increased costs or help them reduce the costs and so on? So combining all of these pain points, Unravel has actually come up with a DataOps AI agent that helps your teams maximize their productivity by bringing and surfacing all of these problems into one context where you will be able to tie up your cloud costs, where, let's say, if you integrate your Azure bill with Unravel, and we are able to showcase you how your cost breakdowns are actually happening over time, the trends of the cost chargeback and so on. We are able to help you tie up all of those costs with specific issues, different issue types, and help you reduce the times that your team spent, thus maximizing the productivity for you. The turnaround time is reduced by the DataOps AI agent because they sit closely into an environment with your CI/CD integrations and all, where we are able to reduce the time to review the code or make changes, or the time that the developers need to make changes, because somebody has to sit out and give them a context of what will happen if this code goes into production. So the DataOps AI agent in some way helps reduce the mean turnaround time to fix the issues and act on it. And finally, it improves the reliability of your workloads because we help you track that reliability. Let's see how. So this is just a part of the Unravel's homepage, where the key things that I'm trying to showcase here is how Unravel actually helps you diagnose these problems very easily, right? So if you see here, a 13 cost rating, which is in an uncontrolled zone, showcases that there is a huge opportunity for saving costs on these Databricks workloads. If you see here in this middle panel, you will see that Unravel helps you track all your integrations into one place, where all your Jira integrations or ServiceNow integrations, all the tickets that have been created via the Unravel's DataOps AI agent automatically, or the ones created by your teams. And all of that you can track here and see how many of them were acted upon, how many of them were rejected after being reviewed by your teams, and how many of them have still a potential, right, to be acted upon, so that your cloud costs kind of go from an uncontrolled zone to a maximized zone. The reliability metrics basically help you understand and assess your SLA success rates, how many budgets have been overrun, how many anomalies you have seen in the current time, in the recent past, and so on, or what is the trend of issues that your teams are basically bringing up with respect to code problems or any infrastructure configuration problems. And the Unravel AI DataOps AI agent also sits into the notification feed. So Unravel has something where you can configure your notification feed, which will send you the top actionable issues and recommendations that need your quick attention. So insights such as, like, there were X number of anomalies found on a particular job created by so-and-so user can be surfaced. And with a click of a button, you can basically go ahead and auto fix with the help of the DataOps AI agent, or you can create a ticket for your teams to review these insights later and then incorporate in their product management lifecycle. You can see the bottlenecks, different types of inefficiencies, failures, SLA misses, and so on, and then track all of these issues with the trends. Let's say the trends have changed in the past week compared to the previous week for a particular workspace. Then the integrations numbers for different for that particular workspace is something we notify and alert you about in the agent feed. Now here we are seeing how Unravel basically helps you discover these savings and optimization opportunities. So within the homepage, you can go to the Optimize tab and basically see how the DataOps AI agent guides you in a proper direction with showcasing all the insights that have been surfaced for you, saying that, hey, if you are applying the node right sizing recommendations, you will end up saving about $2,430. And we have already helped you save a significant amount of hours in diagnosing these issues, which gives you a productivity boost. So you can click on these insights and go to further drill down. So these are available within the product, or you can connect with our teams on how to configure the value digest emails, where you can define the cadence in which you want to receive these alerts, how you want to receive them, how do you want to see the value that Unravel has generated for you amongst all the recommendations that we have provided over time. What have been the untapped savings or opportunities for optimization that are still available versus what have been the realized savings, which is something that Unravel has already helped you put into the pocket in the given time frame. So these value digests can be configured via email, Slack, or Teams for your DataOps AI agent. Now, let's say the user wants to further go ahead and prioritize our second pain point, right? So now, till now, we saw how Unravel's DataOps AI agent helps your teams surface those insights and the impact about it, and helps the DataOps leader understand the cost and performance improvements that can be done in your workloads efficiently. But when it comes to prioritization, locating the issues by different categories is something that helps you out in the insights dashboard, where you're able to further see that, what types of issues within the bottlenecks. Is it a contention in the driver? Is it a contention in the CPU? Or is it a slow SQL because of a resource contention, and so on? All of these things can be explored in the insights dashboard, and then you can navigate through this dashboard with various filters that are available that help you compare the untapped savings, insights with high confidence, the ones that need auto-fixing with an AI agent, or if you want to review them or get it reviewed by your own teams. All of that is available when you click on the left side panel here. So in a way, this dashboard basically helps you unlock all of the actionable DataOps issues and the recommendations that can be applied to get a savings that is something is available for your teams right here. And over the time, you can see how these savings can be transferred into the realized cost savings bucket the more and more your teams apply those recommendations. Now, let's say you want to drill down further into a single job signature and see what are the options available for remediating this particular instance, and fixing the code or changing the configuration and so on. So when you click on a particular job signature, you are taken to an actionability card, where for a job signature, you're able to see the summary of the impact. What is the ROI for that? How much productivity you have gained? How is it impacting your average duration or average cost, and so on? And the remediation is rightly available to you in the screen itself, where you see that to fix this contention in the driver, we have identified that, this is the problematic line of code that needs an attention and that needs to be fixed. And then we also generate the code that you can use actually to replace the previous line of code. Any pre-checks and post-checks are called out in the actionability cards, and your teams will be able to fix these problems in no time. And you can also, create the tickets, the Jira tickets or ServiceNow tickets to promote those actions to reduce the mean turnaround time right from this window. Now, in further exploring options, right? So Unravel LLM is something that we had rolled out in the previous releases, and it has been a really useful conversational agent for your teams to basically ask questions, go deep dive into a particular insight, explore what are the cost savings associated those insights, how you can fix those a particular insight, or who can help you fix it, and how can you limit your cost savings for a particular day if you want to. Now, how does this basically help? So we saw earlier that on the home screen, we highlight the productivity, the cost rating. We also have a productivity rating with the toggle, which basically shows you that if the insights have not been applied by your teams, and then for the number of insights that Unravel is generating for you, what is the productivity boost it gives your teams for not having to go through all of these problems on their own, and using Unravel to actually diagnose those problems. And we give a corresponding dollar savings that you can get into the productivity of your teams. Now let's take a look at how Unravel actually helps you auto-fix and auto-govern. So earlier we saw that the DataOps leaders are able to see the impact of the problems that are lying ahead, the reliability risks and issues into their pipelines and workflows. Then we saw how Unravel helps you go ahead and dive deep into opportunities for optimizations and fixing those SLA problems or performance issues. And Unravel dashboard, the Insights dashboard, basically also helps you diagnose these problems very easily and prioritize which of these fixes can be applied on priority. Now, coming to this auto-fixing part, where each of these insights come up with something where the DataOps AI agent can actually go ahead and apply the recommendations for you. There is a possibility that, you look at the recommendation and it doesn't suit the business context, then you can decline the recommendation, and Unravel makes a note of it and then works on the improving the recommendations based on that business context. Or you can go ahead and apply the recommendations, which is where Unravel AI agent will go ahead and auto-fix or apply that recommendation for you once you approve it. You can track all of these activities in the Jira or ServiceNow tracker, where the tickets status is, whether it was created by you to help promote action within your teams, or whether it was created automatically by the DataOps AI agent to improve your operational efficiencies. All of these things can be tracked from within the view ticket interface. You can create the tickets and define how you want to, which of the issues do you want to fix with it as well, giving you more flexibility into picking and selecting the specific DataOps issues or risk to reliability that you want to ask your team to go ahead and fix. Auto alerting. So Unravel has always been doing alerting and auto alerting traditionally, right? The way it works a little differently with DataOps AI agent now is that the DataOps AI agent not just heuristically, but also integrates the whole life cycle of how you want to get your information and alerts within your favorite tools of choices like Slack or Teams or emails. The alertings is something that you can configure. The thresholds is something that you can configure. Or the DataOps AI agent actually even goes ahead and recommends some of the thresholds to you, saying that over the past, the CPU utilization has been so and so for your job signature, and Unravel recommends that you put a threshold of this value to get alerting around it. So this auto alerting with for different entities, like in the case of Databricks, we have for jobs and queries, and in the case of Snowflake, we have for alerting for warehouses, queries, data, and so on, helps your teams take a timely action without losing out on the opportunity to fix the certain insights, where in a recurring environment where these jobs keep on happening over and over, the cost is not wasted by the same issues happening, and the workloads are leading to an idle or contentious behavior, leading to wasted cost. Now, Unravel Agent also sits in your CI/CD workflows, in your product development lifecycle workflows, where we can integrate with GitHub and Azure DevOps to push those insights into the context of the pull request or the PRs that the developers raise when they are making code changes. So imagine your teams are basically working on improving or optimizing certain workflows. And the developers who are optimizing those workflows have not been aware of the past context in which the workflows have ran or executed. They don't know how much cost it had incurred. They don't know what was the average performance of those workloads. And let's say some of the bottlenecks had occurred in a few runs of those workloads and not all of them. So all of this context is missing when the developers are writing their codes or optimizing it, even with the help of static code analysis or copilots these days, right? So what Unravel does is gives a 360 view of execution combined with static code analysis, and helps your team understand what are the code inefficiencies that I can fix when I'm raising this particular PR, so that the code is getting reviewed by a DataOps agent and not by somebody who would be reviewing this in a very limited context of not knowing the execution history of those workflows. So this helps in not only improving cost efficiencies, like in the case of this particular example here, where we are improving the operational efficiency by pointing out the line numbers in the code, helping them understand what action needs to be taken, why it needs to be taken, and so on. But in certain cases, we also push down the recommendations related to the configuration changes and all, so that the developers know that, their codes and notebook codes are not executing with the perfect in the perfect environment, which puts a different limitation into how they should be writing their code. So this brings up a kind of a cost ethos or a cost conscious culture into your organization, where Unravel is helping with a code review and reduces the time to review and act. Now, as Unravel agent also arrests the bad code. So this is one example where, we are very heavily working on code actionability insights and expanding our expertise in terms of providing different types of insights with the help of DataOps and data engineering AI agent. So in this particular example, the developer will be writing a code, and even before raising the PR and all, in that particular context, the developer will be able to see that there is a inefficient join condition that is detected in the query in which they are writing. And we give this context by comparing this current execution of the query with the previous similar job signatures execution, and then showcase that, what could be an impact of this bad join, and what could be a performance in terms of this speed up degradation that will happen if this query goes into production. Now, Unravel Agent also helps track, you can also track Unravel Agent's activities by looking at the integrations, how many comments were made by the Unravel Agent, how many PRs were interjected, and how many of the SQL text remediations that we have suggested, and so on. So there's another dashboard that where you can explore all the Jira and ServiceNow integrations. And we split it by the statuses of the Jiras, the overview details like the issues and who they have been assigned to, since how many days it has been pending for an action on it. What is the current status of overall issues that were raised in the past period and so on. Finally, let's take a look at the DataOps AI agent in practice for Databricks.
Hi, you can level up your success with Unravel's new AI agents. Unravel's DataOps AI agent helps you automate site reliability engineering workflows, root cause analysis, ticket creation, and issue remediation. More than 88% of software engineers, data scientists, and SQL analysts surveyed say they are turning to AI for more effective bug fixing and troubleshooting. As Databricks adoption and usage rapidly grow, data teams need ways to automate root cause analysis and issue remediation. Unravel's DataOps AI agent for Databricks helps data teams improve productivity, minimize downtime, and improve reliability. For example, let's take a look at how Unravel's DataOps AI agent helps automatically detect and remediate Databricks job issues. Unravel works continuously to automatically detect jobs with failures and bottlenecks. Drill down to see the jobs with bottlenecks and the estimated potential speedup. Automate remediation by creating auto actions for repeated issues so Unravel can act on your behalf. Unravel's DataOps AI agent for Databricks helps you automatically connect the dots and troubleshoot issues. It integrates seamlessly with your messaging and issue tracking tool. Customize dashboards and reports for your needs. Track progress, create leaderboards, and design incentives to promote a healthy shared platform. See how you can boost reliability and productivity on Databricks using Unravel's DataOps AI agent at unraveldata.com.
And next, let's explore the DataOps AI agent capabilities for Snowflake.
Hi, you can level up your success with Unravel's new AI agents. Unravel's DataOps AI agent helps you automate site reliability engineering workflows, root cause analysis, ticket creation, and issue remediation. 94% of tech executives say data is the most important competitive differentiator. Yet, over 30% of chief data officers say their teams have insufficient resources to accomplish goals. Automate root cause analysis for failed and timed out queries. With Unravel's DataOps AI agent, you can automate site reliability engineering workflows with AI recommendations and get data flowing again so your organization can focus on innovation. See how you can boost reliability and productivity on Snowflake using Unravel's DataOps AI agent at unraveldata.com.
Well, that is it. And thank you so much for joining. And in case if you have missed our earlier webinars, we had conducted 2 webinars on introducing our FinOps AI agent in August, and then introducing the data engineering AI agent towards the end of August. I would highly encourage and appreciate if you can reach out to us, and we'll be happy to share the recordings for those webinars as well. And really happy to have you here. Thank you so much for joining.
Wow, that's fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing that, Prajakta. So you can also experience the benefits of Unravel's data actionability platform with a free health check report. This assessment provides insights into the current state of your data operations and quantifies potential improvements to boost performance, cost efficiency, and productivity. To get started, visit unraveldata.com/health-check-demo to get started. All right, now let's take a few minutes to answer some of your questions that have come in. All right, Prajakta, would you mind looking at some of those top questions and see if you can answer those? Thank you.
So we have a question on can Unravel notify me about long-running SQL queries? Yes, absolutely. So Unravel can actually alert for you on the long-running SQL queries, where you can actually set this using something called as auto actions. For example, you can use an auto action to notify you about a situation that requires a manual intervention, such as resource contention or stuck jobs, or even creating alerts on your budgets on these long-running SQL queries. Does Unravel require additional compute resources? Unravel's lightweight and agentless adaptive data collection process uses native APIs and sensors to non-intrusively gather intelligence, which is negligible, and I believe it is usually under 1%. The next question is on how does Unravel ensure security? So Unravel is actually committed to security and focused on keeping our clients and their data safe. The solution designed by Unravel manages customer data based on the 5 SOC trust services criteria: security, availability, processing integrity, confidentiality, and privacy. We use TLS encryption, the same standard used by secure websites, to secure data in transit as well. Unravel is SOC 2 compliant and has earned a SOC 2 Type 2 certification. There's a question on how does Unravel pricing work. Unravel offers a flexible pricing with a pay-as-you-go pricing plan that is based on the cloud data platform consumption, and also pay in advance plan for more flexibility and discounts. You can actually visit our pricing options page to see all the options and what's included in each of those plans.
Thank you so much, Prajakta. And thanks to our audience, to each of you, for your engagement and for your questions, for being here today as we discuss the new Unravel DataOps AI Agent. We look forward to collaborating with you and helping you get the most out of your cloud data platforms, and look forward to speaking with you soon. Thank you.